Hello and welcome everyone, I am back. I know it's been a while, and the reason I've been gone is because I literally can't think of videos anymore. But hey, lucky for you, NIS America have come and given me the sauce. That's right, I got a review code for Disgaea 6. So claps to NIS America. Claps all round. Thank you so much for providing me with a review code. You guys really help a crappy little YouTube channel out, and I can't thank you enough for that. So before we begin, I just want to mention I will not be talking about the story of Disgaea 6, mostly because I want you to experience it for yourself, and also I haven't finished it, so don't think about it too hard. And I'd love for you guys to experience that whole story for yourself. So let's get on with my review of Disgaea 6 complete on the PS4. For a long time, everyone thought that the Disgaea series was dead. Things didn't seem to be going well for the company, and it almost seemed like they would certainly fizzle out and die. Maybe it's almost poetic then that our main character is someone who can't die. He just continues to rise from adversity. You know, either that was just kind of a huge coincidence, and many of the rumours of bad finances were being spread by, let's just say, unintelligent man babies, but I wouldn't know nothing about that, don't ask me, it's not my problem, okay. Anyways, look! This guy is in 3D! Oh my god! This was definitely the most divisive thing about the game. 3D models? In my Disgaea? How am I meant to fawn over the hot demon girl if she's built like a child? See, no matter how you see these models, it was inevitable for the series to go this route. I believe NIS had pushed the 2D art style to its absolute limit, going from pixels to fully hand-drawn to even animating the portraits in cutscenes. There was really nothing left this thing could do but add another dimension. The game still feels like it isn't very polished, and I'll let that go because again, this is their first attempt at making a fully 3D Disgaea, but the fact that things like the performance and graphics mode are still in this version of the game, despite the fact that we all believed that it was there because the Switch couldn't handle it, speaks to how maybe rushed this game was in certain aspects. Was it time constraints? Was it incompetence? Or maybe just a bit of laziness? We can't say for certain, but it really is weird that this option is still available. The PS4 should be able to handle both the graphics and performance together, rather than having to pick between one or the other. I'd rather have graphics, but it is still annoying that I can't experience the game as well as it should be for seemingly no reason. This isn't the Switch, it shouldn't be that hard. Now, unlike previous Disgaea games, Disgaea 6 doesn't waste your time, and this, in my opinion, is great. You're able to auto-battle, which is one of the best features Disgaea has ever offered. Grinding is way less of a chore when you don't have to pick commands for every single unit. You combine that with turning off the animations, turning the speed to max settings, and turning on auto-repeat, which, by the way, allows you to repeat the same map over and over again. This becomes one of the most accessible Disgaea games when it comes to leveling and grinding your characters. Let's not even talk about the fact that as long as your units are on the map, they all gain levels. It's amazing and so much more convenient. Now look, I live for the grind, I love grinding in RPGs, but I think anyone can appreciate the fact that you're able to leave your console on, go to bed, and come back with your characters continuously leveling. It may seem cheap, and if you believe that's the case, just don't use it. It's an option for a reason. You do not have to use this feature. You can grind like you do in every Disgaea game. But personally, I like my time. You know, there's so many things I could be doing in life. I'm not spending all of it grinding to level 9,999 in a Disgaea game when I could use that time doing literally anything else. So I think the convenience is great, especially for newcomers to the series. Now, in talking of newcomers, it seems that a lot of features have been streamlined or outright removed to make the game simpler for those players. A lot of the more generic classes have been removed, weapon skills are gone now, which is probably one of the best things that we had, which is kind of unfortunate, but it's okay because it's been replaced with more unique skills for each classes. Tower skills are gone, another unfortunate thing, but even simple things like character colors are missing, which is just very confusing. But I can understand. Again, with the whole 3D thing in mind, they were more focused on that, and honestly, streamlining the game for the audience that was on the Switch was probably the right move. I'm sure it made it sell more from just doing that alone, but there are still some things for players who are veterans at the game, and that's great. But I'm sure a lot of them are going to be missing certain aspects and feel like, wow, why isn't this in the game, or why isn't this in the game? But I think you will get over it with time, because I know I did. You won't even be missing half the things that aren't available in Disgaea, as long as you don't think about it too much. Now, I want to quickly talk about the animations, because I know this is going to be the most decisive thing for most people. Disgaea isn't really, as much as people say it is, the most, well, let's say strategic of strategy RPGs. You mostly come here for the out of this world animations, and they're still here. And I think for the most part, they do it better. I know people are going to say they've had years to refine the 2D art style, and that's true. But I think even with the most simple animations, when it comes to a 3D model, it just looks more dynamic than it does as a 2D sprite. So maybe in that regard, you might see what I mean, but I think that every animation looks good in this game, rather than just the most bombastic of the animations. Though I do admit, when it comes to actual story content, the 3D cutscenes don't look as good. It looks very choppy. It works in 2D when they do a stupid still frame on one of the character poses, but when you do that in 3D, it looks extremely awkward. But that's just the story mode. You skip those cutscenes constantly. When it comes to battle animation, I think it's just as dynamic and over the top as the 2D ones were. And with some time, I'm sure it will look even better. Again, this is their first 3D game, and with that in mind, it looks really good. So I'm just going to conclude it here and say, if you like the Disgaea series, you're going to like Disgaea 6. If you've been waiting and you didn't have a Switch, or you're waiting for another port, this is the time to now look into the game and pick it up. Because that's what I did, and I'm thoroughly enjoying my time, and I'm definitely going to finish the game. Do not let the 3D aspect of this game put you off. I said it in one of my older videos, but I think the 3D looks awesome, and it's only going to get better if you support it. Don't let the 3D put you off. It took time for Disgaea to look good, even in 2D. Now give the 3D era a chance to look good. With that all said, please leave a like, please subscribe if you'd like, and I appreciate all of you, and once again I will thank NIS for providing me with this review code. And as always, I'd like to say goodbye and see you guys in the next video.